Kylie Jenner true net worth revealed. Kylie Jenner lied about being a billionaire. Here's the Kylie Cosmetics founder's true net worth. But before we jump in, hit that like and subscribe button if you love Stormi's mom and want to get all the newest updates about Kylie Jenner. When it comes to Hollywood families and social media influencers, only a few can come close to the Kardashian-Jenner clan. Not only are these ladies reality TV stars that dominate our television screens, but the sisters are also very successful businesswomen. From Kim and Kylie dominating the beauty world with KKW Beauty and Kylie Cosmetics to Khloe's Good American fashion line, it's safe to say that these millionaire sisters know the secret to success. Speaking of Kylie and her makeup company, in 2018, Forbes magazine named the member of the Kardashian-Jenner dynasty the youngest self-made billionaire in the world. And while the entire fandom celebrated Kylie's big title and accomplishment, her billionaire status didn't last for too long. In 2020, 2 years after giving Jenner her title, Forbes magazine published an article that exposed the reality TV stars. From denying her billionaire status to calling out Kris Jenner and her conspiracy theories, here is how Forbes magazine revealed Kylie's actual net worth. In May 2020, the internationally acclaimed magazine publication released an article titled, "Inside Kylie Jenner's Web of Lies and Why She's No Longer a Billionaire." As you can imagine, even the title set off thousands of people, including the Kardashian-Jenner sisters. The article started off by explaining why Kylie was considered to be a billionaire in the first place and how tax reports and official documents revealed the actual truth. Kylie Jenner isn't a billionaire. She's a millionaire worth around 600 to 700 million, give or take. So let's take a look at how Forbes accused Stormi's mom and her entire PR team of lying about her net worth and so-called billion-dollar company. In 2019, after Kylie was named the youngest self-made billionaire, the KUWTK star sold 51% of her company shares to Coty, meaning that the bulk of Kylie Cosmetics was now in the hands of a billion-dollar conglomerate, and Kylie no longer owned the majority of her makeup brand. When this decision was made, Kylie sold 51% of her company for $600 million, meaning that the entire Kylie Cosmetics brand would be worth around $1.2 billion. And that's what Forbes thought as well. It wasn't until a magazine publication started to dig deeper into the issue that they came across a huge discrepancy. What Kylie and Kris Jenner have been reporting in numbers didn't add up in official documents and tax returns. Adamant to put Kylie Jenner on the map as a beauty influencer and CEO, the momager and Jenner Communications tampered with the tax returns forms, putting bigger numbers and larger profit revenues in the documents. The magazine publication explains how the expected revenues of the company simply did not match the numbers Jenner had handed over. To put in simple terms, Kylie wasn't making as much or worth as much as she let Forbes believe. And here is where the story gets really juicy. Forbes also stumbled on one important part of the secret equation. They realized that Kylie Cosmetics was never only Kylie's. Kris Jenner was named as the other owner and founder of the makeup brand. Here is what Forbes wrote in the expose article. For years, the Jenners insisted that all of those profits went directly to Kylie because she owned the business outright. But Coty's purchase agreement specifically lists a KMJ 2018 irrevocable trust controlled by Kristen M. Jenner as owning a profit interest in Kylie Cosmetics. The Jenners initially told Forbes that the trust holds money Kylie Jenner earned before she turned 18 and that Kylie is its beneficiary. But the trust appears to have been created well after Kylie turned 18, and the Jenners declined to offer any proof to back up their claims. Given the lack of clarity and the history of lies, we're erring on the side of caution and assuming that the trust belongs to Kris Jenner. That means Kylie Jenner owns an estimated 44.1% of Kylie Cosmetics rather than 49%. With this explanation, Forbes alleges that Stormi's mom doesn't own 49%, but a bit less, meaning her net worth wouldn't be around $900 million, but around $700 million. And here's how they tried to prove that Jenner was never a true billionaire. According to Forbes and Kylie Cosmetics tax return forms, Stormi's mom's business actually suffered a major decline from 2016 to 2018. But Coty, the new majority owner of the makeup brand, didn't know this. The conglomerate thought they were investing in a hip and trendy makeup company that would last for a good decade. Here's Forbes' explanation about the confusing and intriguing topic. Kylie's business quietly fell by more than half in a single year. If so, Coty paid up for a high-growth brand that is actually a much smaller business than it was just a few years ago. Data from e-commerce firm Rakuten, which tracks a select number of receipts, suggests there was a 62% decline in Kylie's online sales between 2016 and 2018. If so, why would Coty buy it? More likely, the business was never that big to begin with, and the Jenners have lied about it every year since 2016, including having their accountant draft tax returns with false numbers to help juice Forbes' estimate of Kylie's earnings and net worth. While we can't prove that those documents were fake, though it's likely, it's clear that Kylie's camp has been lying. Wow. Not only does Forbes magazine call out the Jenners for lying to the magazine publication, but they also accuse the reality TV stars of lying in official documents. But that's not where the scandal ends, because the Jenners responded to these ridiculous accusations. At the end of the article, Forbes included a short statement from the Kardashian-Jenner legal representatives and PR team. The editor of the article writes, "Following publication of this story, representatives of Kylie and Kris Jenner sent a letter to Forbes denying that Kylie has lied or that the tax returns the Jenners sent us contain false numbers. The accusations that the Jenners and/or their accountants falsified tax returns and then lied about their 2016 revenues for the last 4 years are absolutely false." But if a public statement wasn't enough, Kylie Jenner herself responded to Forbes. On May 29th of 2020, Kylie woke up to some shocking news and interesting allegations. She immediately took to her Twitter page to set the record straight. Kylie tweeted, "What am I even waking up to? I thought this was a reputable site. All I see are a number of inaccurate statements and unproven assumptions, LOL. I've never asked for any title or tried to lie my way there ever, period. I can name a list of 100 things more important right now than fixating on how much money I have." And even though Kylie tried to put the focus on other more important issues, the diehard KUWTK fans simply couldn't let these allegations go without witty comments and tweets. So Forbes just released an article stating that Kylie and Kris lied about her youngest self-made billionaire status. Kylie Cosmetics was never that big, and sales have been going down by 62% from 2016-2018. LMAO, 2020 just keeps getting wilder by the day. So the Jenners lied about Kylie's billionaire status? Kris Jenner went as far as cooking their books to get that title? Kylie doesn't even own 100% of the business, even before she sold it off. Kylie Jenner was never a billionaire. As I suspected, once they sold such a large percentage to Coty, they wanted to get the best deal possible. Kris Jenner strikes again. Dying at Kris Jenner going to the extent of forging accounting books to make Kylie look richer. That desperate for the billionaire label? Come on. And to add fuel to the fire, Forbes magazine recently posted a statement on their website where they once again repeat the truth that Kylie Jenner isn't a billionaire. Based on this new information, plus the impact of COVID-19 on beauty stocks and consumer spending, Forbes now thinks that Kylie Jenner, even after pocketing an estimated $340 million after tax from the sale, is not a billionaire. So, with so much information, false accusations, and major controversies, what's Kylie's actual net worth? And what's the value of Kylie Cosmetics? Well, Forbes has an answer to both of those questions. When it comes to Kylie Jenner's net worth, the publication thinks it's around $700 million. $300 of that net worth is from Kylie Cosmetics, while the rest $400 million comes from her expensive mansions, real estate properties, cars, and jewelry. The magazine also went on to state that Kylie's older sister, Kim Kardashian, is actually richer than Jenner. In the same article, Forbes lists Kim's makeup brand, KKW Beauty, to be worth around $500 million compared to Kylie Cosmetics' $300 million price tag. Here's what Forbes said about Kim K. West. Kardashian West's cosmetics line, KKW Beauty, has also been impacted by the pandemic. The two companies share a manufacturer, and KKW Beauty is also sold exclusively at Ulta. Forbes estimates that West's 72% stake in KKW Beauty is worth about $500 million, valuing the business a bit lower than Coty's implied $1 billion valuation in June. The rest of her fortune is made up of cash, real estate, and other investments, and does not include any property or cash from her husband, billionaire Kanye West. As you see, Forbes magazine did not back down from exposing the entire Kardashian-Jenner clan. From demoting Kylie as the youngest self-made billionaire to exposing Kris Jenner's evil plans and manipulations. The finance magazine truly hit the Kardashians where it hurts. It's no secret that these reality TV stars are obsessed with high status and wealth. And that's why Forbes' article took a toll on the entire Kardashian family, including Ms. Kylie Jenner. What do you think? Is Kylie a billionaire in your eyes? Did Kris Jenner lie on tax return forms to make her daughter look like a billionaire? Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and give us a like. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications and share this video with your friends. Goodbye, everyone.